In 1965, Singapore stood at a crossroads. It was a small island nation, recently separated from Malaysia. Its future was uncertain. The odds were stacked against it. Lacking natural resources, unemployment was rampant, and housing was inadequate. The per capita income was a meager $500, placing Singapore among the poorest nations in the world. The streets were filled with anxieties. The world watched with bated breath, skeptical of its ability to survive, let alone thrive. Yet, amidst the hardship, a spirit of resilience flickered. The people of Singapore, diverse in their backgrounds but united by a common destiny, yearned for a brighter future. They were hardworking, resourceful, and determined to overcome the daunting challenges that lay ahead. This collective determination, this unwavering belief in their potential, would become the bedrock upon which the miracle of Singapore would be built. The journey ahead was daunting, fraught with uncertainties and potential pitfalls, but the spirit of the people was unyielding. They were determined to transform their nation, to create a better life for themselves and for generations to come. They were ready to work hard, to embrace innovation, and to make the impossible possible. This is the story of that transformation, the story of Singapore's rise from third world to first. At the helm of this incredible journey was Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew. He possessed an unwavering belief in Singapore's potential. His vision was clear: to transform Singapore into a first-world nation. "We have nothing to lose," he declared, "and everything to gain." His words ignited a spark of hope in the hearts of the people. Lee Kuan Yew's leadership was characterized by pragmatism and a deep understanding of global affairs. He knew that for Singapore to succeed, it needed to attract foreign investment, develop a skilled workforce, and establish a robust legal system. He envisioned a meritocratic society, free from corruption, where opportunities abounded for all, regardless of race, language, or religion. His vision was not merely a dream, but a meticulously crafted roadmap for national development. He laid out a comprehensive plan, focusing on key areas such as housing, education, healthcare, and infrastructure. He understood that investing in the people, in their skills and well-being, was crucial to long-term success. Under Lee Kuan Yew's leadership, a culture of discipline and meritocracy began to take root. The government implemented policies that promoted economic growth and social equality. The people of Singapore, inspired by his vision and leadership, rallied behind him, ready to play their part in building a brighter future. Attracting foreign investment was crucial to jumpstart Singapore's economy. The nation needed to create jobs, build industries, and generate wealth. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew understood that investors sought stability, transparency, and a skilled workforce. Singapore set out to create an environment conducive to business and innovation. The country invested heavily in infrastructure, building world-class airports, seaports, and telecommunications networks. A stable political system and a business-friendly legal framework were established. Regulations were streamlined, and incentives were offered to attract multinational corporations. The world took notice. Companies like Shell, Texas Instruments, and Hewlett-Packard set up operations in Singapore. These investments brought much-needed capital, technology, and expertise. They created jobs and spurred economic growth. The GDP began to climb, and the people started to enjoy a higher standard of living. The success of these early investments demonstrated the soundness of the strategy. It proved to the world that Singapore was a reliable and trustworthy partner. It paved the way for further investments, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and development. Singapore was no longer just surviving, it was thriving. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew firmly believed that the people of Singapore were its greatest asset. He recognized that education was the key to unlocking their potential and securing the nation's future in the knowledge-based economy. He declared that if Singapore was to survive and progress, it must develop its human resources to the fullest. The country embarked on an ambitious program to reform its education system. Access to education was expanded at all levels, making it compulsory for all children. Heavy investments were made in teacher training, curriculum development, and the upgrading of school facilities. Bilingualism was emphasized, recognizing the importance of English as the language of global commerce and technology, while also preserving mother tongues. The education system evolved to nurture critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and a global outlook. A culture of lifelong learning was fostered, encouraging Singaporeans to constantly upgrade their skills and adapt to the changing demands of the workplace. This emphasis on education yielded impressive results. Literacy rates soared. Students began to excel in international assessments, demonstrating the quality of the education system. A new generation of highly skilled and adaptable workers emerged, ready to take on the challenges of the global economy. Education became the cornerstone of Singapore's success, transforming the nation into a knowledge hub and a magnet for talent. Section 5. Gateway to the World, the Port of Singapore. Singapore's strategic location at the heart of Southeast Asia, astride the busiest shipping lanes in the world, presented a unique opportunity. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew recognized the immense potential of developing Singapore into a global maritime hub. He envisioned a bustling port connecting east and west, facilitating trade and driving economic growth. The nation invested heavily in port infrastructure, expanding its capacity and capabilities. Singapore dredged its harbor, built new terminals, and acquired state-of-the-art equipment. Efficient customs procedures were implemented, and cargo handling processes were streamlined. A culture of excellence was fostered in the maritime industry, attracting top talent and global players. The Port of Singapore flourished, becoming one of the busiest and most efficient ports in the world. Today, it handles over 130,000 vessels annually, connecting Singapore to over 600 ports worldwide. It serves as a vital gateway for trade, connecting manufacturers in Asia with consumers in Europe, America, and beyond. The port's success has been instrumental in driving Singapore's economic growth. It has created countless jobs, generated significant revenue, and established Singapore as a global leader in the maritime industry. The port is a testament to Singapore's strategic vision, commitment to excellence, and ability to leverage its geographical advantage. Section 6. A metropolis rises. Tangible markers of progress. The transformation of Singapore from a struggling nation to a thriving metropolis is evident in its skyline and in the quality of life enjoyed by its people. Gleaming skyscrapers now pierce the sky, symbols of the nation's economic success and architectural prowess. Modern housing estates provide comfortable and affordable homes for its citizens. The public transport system is world-class, with an efficient network of trains, buses, and taxis connecting every corner of the island. Parks and green spaces dot the urban landscape, providing respite from the hustle and bustle of city life. Singapore has created a clean and green environment, a testament to its commitment to sustainable development. Healthcare is affordable and accessible to all. The hospitals are equipped with the latest medical technology, staffed by highly trained professionals. Education remains a top priority, with continuous investments in schools and universities. Singapore has created a society where opportunities abound for all, regardless of background. The success of the economic transformation is reflected in the tangible improvements in the lives of its people. The per capita income has increased more than 50-fold since independence, placing Singapore among the highest in the world. Singapore has achieved full employment, eradicated poverty, and created a society where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. Section 7. Overcoming challenges, forging ahead. Singapore's journey has not been without its challenges. The nation has weathered economic crises, regional instability, and global pandemics. Each challenge tested their resilience, unity, and ability to adapt. But they emerged from each challenge stronger, more united, and more determined than ever before. When the Asian financial crisis struck in 1997, Singapore responded swiftly and decisively. They implemented prudent fiscal policies, restructured the economy, and diversified industries. They learned from the experience, emerging from the crisis more resilient and competitive. The COVID-19 pandemic presented unprecedented challenges to the nation. They acted swiftly, implementing strict border controls, rigorous contact tracing, and a comprehensive vaccination program. The people rallied together, demonstrating their resilience and community spirit. They emerged from the pandemic stronger, with a renewed appreciation for the importance of social cohesion and national unity. These challenges have not deterred them. Instead, they have strengthened their resolve, honed their instincts, and reinforced their belief in their ability to overcome adversity. They have consistently turned challenges into opportunities, emerging from each crisis stronger and more united. This spirit of resilience is deeply ingrained in their national DNA. Section 8. A beacon of hope, a model for the world. Singapore's story is one of hope, of resilience, and of the indomitable human spirit. It is a testament to the power of vision, leadership, and the unwavering belief in the potential of its people. The journey from third world to first is an inspiration to nations around the world, demonstrating that with hard work, determination, and the right policies, even the most daunting challenges can be overcome. Singapore has shown that size is not a barrier to success. It has proven that a nation can prosper without abundant natural resources. The country has demonstrated that diversity can be a source of strength, not division. Singapore's story resonates with people around the world, particularly those in developing nations striving to create a better future for their people. It is often cited as a model of development, a testament to the effectiveness of its policies and the strength of its institutions. Leaders from around the world visit Singapore to learn from its experience, seeking insights into its economic policies, its education system, and its approach to governance. Singapore is eager to share its story, its lessons learned, and its insights, believing that its experience can serve as a source of inspiration and guidance for others. The journey is far from over. The nation continues to face new challenges and opportunities in an increasingly complex and interconnected world, but it remains confident in its ability to adapt, to innovate, and to thrive. Singapore is committed to building on its successes, learning from its experiences, and charting a course towards an even brighter future. Section 9. The journey continues towards a brighter future. As the future unfolds, there is a sense of optimism and excitement. Singapore is constantly innovating, seeking new ways to improve lives and contribute to the global community. Investments in cutting-edge technologies drive economic growth and create new opportunities. There is a commitment to building a more inclusive and sustainable society. Investments in social safety nets and affordable healthcare ensure no one is left behind. Environmental sustainability is a priority, with efforts to reduce the carbon footprint. Strengthening international partnerships, Singapore addresses global challenges like climate change. The belief is that by working together, a more peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable future can be created for all. The journey that began in 1965 is far from over. The spirit of innovation and determination will guide Singapore towards an even brighter future.